Hi guys, how are we all doing, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me to create this makeup look. I'm using all brand new products from advent calendars and beauty boxes which I haven't used before. They're all brand new on my face. So I'm going to be trying them out, seeing how they work together and giving you my first impressions of the products. I'm also going to be doing a bit of a Q&A as we go through it as well. Back before Christmas, I asked people to leave some questions on my community tab. Any questions they wanted answering about makeup, skincare, YouTube, just general life stuff, and I put them all together and I didn't actually get around to doing the Q&A. So this is what we're going to be doing in today's video. So I won't be able to answer all the questions, but I do answer quite a few. And if you do have any more questions, then let me know. And if you've used any of these products as we go through this, let me know what your experience with the products was, and let me know if there's any others that you recommend instead, or whether you like these products. So without further ado, let's dive into the makeup look and get ready with me. That was very close. I just started filming and realised my microphone had no charge, so I just had to charge it. Anyways, right, okay, so I'm just going to clip my hair back with these clips. These are so good. If you've not used them, I'd recommend getting some. I've had these for years. I do lose them, so it's good to have quite a few of them. But yeah, really good. So, like I said, I'm going to be using all brand new products. Well, apart from maybe one or two, because I don't necessarily have new products for those. But yeah, all new products that I've not used before, so it's going to be first impressions for the majority of them. And I'm going to try them out and let you know what I think, and you'll also see them in action as well. So, for all these products, I'm going to be using a new set of makeup brushes. So not even just new makeup brushes. So these are the P. Louise, the Perfect Blend Recipe Book brush set from the calendar. I've also got in here a couple of other brushes that we got in the calendars and stuff. So those are the brushes. I'll show you which brush I'm using at the time. My skin is prepped. I've done my skincare and I finished up. The last thing I put on my face was the Dermalogica moisturiser. Where's it gone? Here. The Dermalogica Dynamic Skin Recovery. This is an SPF 50. I really love this product. And it just leaves like, not like a tacky base, but like my hair does stick to it. Like if I blew my hair now, like see, sticks to it. Which is a fine base for makeup, and of course it's SPF as well, which is great. So I'm not actually going to be applying a primer that will do the job of a primer. So for foundation, it's rare I have a new foundation because I'm quite particular with my foundations. I've always used the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. That's always been my favourite. I've recently been using the Florasis foundation, which I discovered in my Get Ready With Me video with the Florasis product, and I've been using that ever since. Now, aside from those, I have a Rimmel one that I sometimes blend in, but in the mystery box at Christmas, we got this Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. I wouldn't usually pick a foundation online because shades are just so difficult, but I had some samples of this on a card and I basically got my other foundations out, did samples on my hand, compared it to the card, and this seemed to be an okay match. So we're going to give it a go. So this is the Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation. Skin looks more radiant by up to 285% and long-lasting and pollution defense. So this is what it looks like. I hope this is going to be an okay match. So I'm just going to do a couple of, well, yeah, just 1.5 pumps on the back of my hand. And to apply this, I'm going to use a new beauty blender. This is from Beauty Effect. It's the Beauty Effect blender. This was from the Sephora calendar. And when I squished this, when we got it, it felt really nice. I usually dampen these, so I'm just actually going to use some of the Jordan Samuel The Mist. This actually looks really nice. Looks really nice. It does feel really nice. So I'm just going to do a couple of sprays of that, just because I haven't got up to the bathroom to dampen it. And then we're going to try this foundation. So hopefully this will be an okay match, we'll see. It looks okay. I think the fact that the blender is damp is not really helping. I'll do this side of my face with the blender and I'll use a brush on this side. Let's do that. In terms of colour match, I think that is pretty good. I'm happy with that colour. That's really nice. I do actually like the way it's applied, so it's not like super full coverage, but it's just like my skin but better kind of vibe. Yeah, okay. Right, let's try the other side of my face with a brush and then we'll get on with the questions. So I'm going to start with using this F39 brush from P. Louise. It's quite a big, fluffy one. It's quite a stubby head though, so let's give this a go. Might not need as much with the brush, but we will see. Oh, that feels so soft. Yeah, definitely a lot better coverage when using the brush. So obviously that beauty blender must soak up quite a lot of the product. That actually feels so nice. I really like that. Okay, so the first question, what is your skincare routine? I have quite an extensive skincare routine, and I mean, it does vary quite a lot. It depends on what kind of products I'm trying to use up at the moment, if I'm trying any new products, what I've picked out in Shop My Stash. But essentially, my morning skincare routine is a single cleanse, followed by a toner or like chemical exfoliating product, then a mist, so like the Jordan Samuel one at the moment. Then I go in with a serum or two. This could be a vitamin C serum or a hydrating serum, usually either or both of those. An eye serum. I tend to use serums in the day rather than a cream. And then a daytime moisturiser and an SPF. I don't know if that's a little bit dark actually. Maybe. I think it is just maybe one shade too dark. But we can still work with it because I can use concealer and stuff. Nighttime skincare routine. Double cleanse to remove makeup or SPF, even if I've not had makeup on that day. Followed by pretty much the same routine, so a toner or chemical exfoliator. After that, a mask if I'm using a mask, it's like a sheet mask. Then followed by possibly a serum, maybe not a serum if the mask was quite hydrating and quite a lot of serum on it. And then a moisturiser, neck cream or neck serum, and then just as I'm getting into bed, a few drops of oil. I'm trying to use a little bit more oil on my skin and I'm quite liking it right now. And then usually like a lip mask or kind of like a nourishing lip product overnight. So that's my current skincare routine. The products I use varies, as you know, but in terms of like order and stuff, that's the order I do it in. Okay, so foundation, yeah, maybe slightly too dark, but it's okay. It'd be nice for the summer. Next is concealer. So I don't actually have a brand new concealer. The only concealer that I really have, well, I have the Maybelline Razor one, but it's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is the shade Light 2, which is vanilla. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of this under my eyes, and then I'm going to use, spotted this brush in here. This is the F42 from P. Louise. So it looks a bit like the foundation one, but it's just a bit smaller, quite stubby. I think that would be quite nice for concealer. So I'm just going to pop a bit here. Okay, next question. Where do you store all of your skincare products now since you've had an increase of products to use up? So if you've watched my declutter videos, you'll see that I have this kind of carousel behind me. I'm not sure if you can actually see that right now. No, you can't. I also have the big Alex drawers. I have the drawer in front of me on this dressing table. And then I also have some boxes underneath here. So I tend to have my current or like products that I'm going to be using up next, skincare products in my carousel up there. I try to organise them by product just so it's easier to find things. I then have my cleansers, spare serums, toners, moisturisers and masks in the top 3 drawers of my Alex drawers, followed by like hair care and some lip products, and then body products. My spare cleansers I keep in the bathroom in the cabinet in there. This brush is really nice. That's way too much on my top lip though. My makeup I keep just in this drawer. I managed to make it all fit in this drawer here. Spare skincare products, so skincare products that don't quite fit in the carousel or in the box, I keep in the boxes down here. So I have like the Look Fantastic Beauty Chest from a couple of years ago. And I use that to store quite a lot of products. It's really good. And yeah, that's it. I have a couple of spare, like the Cosmetips and Molly May bag that we got last time. That does have some spare skincare products in down here at the moment just because everywhere is full right now. But as soon as I start using those up, then that will become empty. And yeah, that's basically where I store them all. So nothing too crazy. I also have actually, not really storage, but I have those, see those shelves there, the Perspex shelves. I also have them on my dressing table here with my products that I'm actually using like right now in my routine. So I can just stand here at the mirror and reach for those products. And that is it. That's where I store all my products. I know I get a lot of questions about that carousel. I've shared it a few times on YouTube and on Instagram, so the link is there if you want to choose the same one. But it is really good. That cost me about, I think it was about £30 in 2020, so it's lasted really, really well. Favourite makeup product? That's a tough question. Okay, I think that's actually blended okay. Next I'm going to use a cream blush. and I'm going to use this one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Pillow Talk Lip and Cheek Glow with some sticky fingerprints on the front. This, yeah, Colour of Dreams this is, and that is what it looks like. So it looks like a nice colour. And brush I'm going to use, oh, I don't know actually. I'm actually going to use this one. It's a little bit small, but I just want to use these kind of brushes rather than my current brushes. This is the F43 from P. Louise, so it is a little bit smaller than I would use. I'd more likely use kind of the foundation brush, but I want to try and use them all, so we're just going to go in with this. I'm just going to tap a little bit on my brush, try it on my hand. Okay, that looks quite nice. Yeah. So I'm just going to pop it here and just kind of work it up a little bit as well. Favourite makeup product? In terms of actual products, I would probably say mascara, because that's probably one product I wouldn't want to live without. I do like mascara. This does look quite bold right now, but I will blend it out in a sec. Brand wise, I really like the Iconic London mascara. That's a really, really nice mascara. Also the Kylie Cosmetics one I've been using at the moment. I'm just going to use my foundation brush to blend that out. That is actually really, really nice. So yeah, either of those I think. Okay, so for a bronzer, I'm actually going to use a cream bronzer. And I'm going to use the one from Rare Beauty. This is the Happy Sol bronzing stick. I've not used this before. So many people love this. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on here. And just a little bit. And blend that out. I'm just going to stick with this foundation brush because it's absolutely fine. That actually blends quite nicely. I like that. Okay, next question. Okay, what are your go-to hair products to maintain your blonde and softness? I use quite a lot of products in my hair, more than I actually thought I did. But in terms of like shampoos and conditioners, I do vary it quite a bit now, but what I'd say my go-to hair like shampoos and conditioners are the Bedhead, the TG ones. It's the number 2 repair, like resurrect ones. Just use the concealer brush for this, and I feel like those really, really take good care of the condition of my hair. Also the Bedhead honey and oatmeal, I get that as a tween, as a duo as well, and that is really, really nice. I'm just going to pop a little bit more concealer to blend that out. And I also obviously use blue shampoo, the purple shampoo, whatever you want to call it. My go-to is probably the Fudge, because I just have the big bottles of that, so I use that quite a lot. I only use the shampoo though, and I just use like a regular conditioner rather than the duo. But my favourite duo that I use is the Bondi Boost Blonde Baby, I think it's called. I shared that on Instagram quite a long time ago, but that is really, really nice. But recently, yeah, I've used a lot of the shampoo and conditioners from advent calendars. So obviously I've used quite a lot of different brands. My favourites have to be the Colour Wow, the Colour Security shampoo and conditioner duo. It's really, really nice. Also, We Are Paradox. They are amazing. After shampoo and conditioner, I always use like a leave-in conditioner and a heat protection spray. My ride or die product is the Bedhead Ego Boost. This is, it's called a split end mender. This is like a leave-in conditioner. I use a few pumps of this and just put it like through the ends of my hair. And then I'll also use like a heat protection spray. My favourite is probably the BOUX 10-in-1, but I'm also using the Moroccan Oil one at the moment. That's really, really nice. I love the smell of that one. Okay, now for powder. I'm going to try the Lottie London Ready Set Go setting powder. It's the pink one that we got in the Look Fantastic one. So I'm just going to open this up. So yeah, so for keeping the blonde, it's mainly just the Fudge shampoo, and then just for keeping it soft, I'd say certain shampoos and conditioners I've noticed recently don't actually make it that soft, but I find as long as I'm using my leave-in conditioner, and also I'd say like the Bedhead TG conditioners really, really make your hair soft. A nice smoothing product that I like to apply afterwards is this Schwarzkopf Blonde Me Shine Elixir. That's really, really nice. And also the BOUX oil. Okay, let's see what this looks like. This looks very pink. Okay, let's go with this one. This is the F41 brush from P. Louise. I'm just gonna tap a little bit. Oh my goodness, this looks so pink. I'll try a brush on one side and I'll try a powder poof on the other. Please don't be too pink. Okay, not really getting pink from it, which is good. What do we think? That's actually not pink, that's nice. Yeah, it feels just like the regular one, but it's just pink. What is my top advent calendar and beauty box? So obviously these questions were submitted when I was doing advent calendars, and then I did answer quite a lot of those in my advent calendar videos. But in terms of like favourite calendar, I think this year I say it was Vogue, and I can't remember what else it was. There were so many really good ones this year. But yeah, I do like a good calendar that is reasonably priced, that has a nice mix of skincare and makeup products, full sizes, high-end products, ones that you really want to try out but you don't want to like spend £60 on a product and not know if you actually like it, you know, those kind of ones. Okay, I have this huge Brushworks powder puff, which is very big for this, but we'll just give it a go. In terms of boxes, I mean, there aren't that many boxes around anymore, are there? Like, a lot of them just keep stopping. Like, I think Latest in Beauty have recently stopped doing theirs. Do Rockerbox exist anymore? I don't know. I had a couple of those. They weren't that great, to be honest. It was okay, but nothing wow. I think the main two have to be like Glossybox and Look Fantastic, which obviously I still unbox. I used to get Birchbox years ago, and that was okay, but I found like quite a lot of the products in that were like very small, and it's always the same kind of brands. Glossybox I then went on to after Birchbox, and I actually bought that for a couple of years before I actually started doing Instagram and my blog and stuff, and then started working with them. That is really nice. Look at that finish. Yeah, that is really nice. I like it with either the brush or the poof, and it's not pinky at all. I think that is perfect. I love it. Glossybox is a bit more hit and miss than Look Fantastic. Like, I feel like Look Fantastic has a lot more like products that I want to use in by like brands that I would prefer to use, but both of them are nice. I think if I had to pick one, I'd probably pick Look Fantastic. It's sad that the Sephora one stopped because the Sephora one was really good. Okay, I'm actually going to go on top of this with a powder blush just because I want to try more products. So this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush. That's what it looks like. This looks so cute. It says Diffused Heat. I think that's the shade. This packaging's so nice. Just look at this blush. How stunning is that? I'm going to use this same brush because the other ones look too small. Although, was this a blush brush? This was a blush brush from Florasis. I don't know if that's a bit too... Maybe that would have been better as powder. Anyway, we'll use this one. Ooh. It's quite a pink one. Like, look at that. Okay, I'm just going to pop a little bit on. That's cute. It's quite pinky, isn't it? But I like it. Oh, yeah, that's cute. And then bronzer. Do we have a new bronzer? Okay, yeah. In terms of bronzers, the only new ones I really had was this Milk Makeup one, which I got in the Sephora box, but I wanted to try the Rare Beauty one. And then this little Ciate one. I don't really want to use the same brush. Okay, there's this one. This one's a little bit small though. F40. A little bit small. Ooh. A lot comes out of that. Okay. That looks really orangey, doesn't it? Let's try it on my hand first. Ooh, I'm not sure about that. That's very pigmented. It's quite orangey. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just try a little bit. Just giving like tangerine. It's not really a shade I'd go for. Why did I think this was a nice shade? This is... just a little bit orangey, isn't it? I'm going to use this Florasis brush and I'm just going to blend that out because that's just a little bit too orange for me, that one. Like, you want bronze, not orange. Not really a fan of that one, I'll be honest. But yeah, okay. Next we are doing brows. For brows, I only really have my regular brow product, and then I got the Florasis pencil in the calendar. New brow products, they tended to be like, just like brow gels, like brow sculpt kind of products. So I'm going to use the BBB London Clear Brow Gloss, because that's a new product. But I don't really have a colour for my brows that's new. So I'm just going to use this one. But we are making use of the Pretty Little Thing spoolies from the calendar. That's not going to waste. I'm just going to brush these up and then fill it in with the pencil. All those products have actually blended together on my face really nicely. I do think I'm still a little bit darker than I would be, but nothing a bit of fake tan won't fix. Do you purchase the advent calendars yourself, or are they sent to you because some are so pricey? So I receive a couple in PR. So last year I received Look Fantastic, Glossybox, Holland & Barrett in PR. I worked with The Body Shop and Beauty Works. That was an unpaid collaboration, so they sent it to me and then I unboxed it. Mantle I also received in PR. Florasis and Bubble Tea were paid collaborations, but the rest of them I buy myself. So I think I had unboxed, I think it was like 37 calendars last year, and I think I bought about 30 of them. They are quite expensive, they are pricey, but I see it as an investment. So obviously I'm posting videos, I'm growing my channel, and by buying these, it's an investment in my channel. So yeah, you just gotta bite the bullet, buy them, and then obviously I do get paid from YouTube, so a lot of what I get paid will then obviously pay off the calendars. But yeah, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I definitely wouldn't buy so many advent calendars, because nobody needs 37 advent calendars. They are so fun to unbox though. And regardless of whether I bought them or received them in PR or worked with a brand on them, I always give you my honest opinion anyway, because at the end of the day, if I didn't give you my honest opinion and something wasn't great and I was like, yeah, it's great, just because I'm getting paid for it, then if you went out and bought it and realised it wasn't great, then you're not going to believe the rest of what I say. So you'll always get my honest opinion. I'm not going to recommend anything that I wouldn't use or wouldn't like. I was actually surprised how much of a good match this Florasis pencil was, because this actually matches my roots perfectly. I like it to match my roots. The only thing I don't like about these is that, I mean, it was good because it does come with a refill, but you don't know when it's going to end. And this one's happened to me a long time ago. I was on a night out in Newcastle. I was getting ready in the hotel before, and I was using the MAC brow pencil. It's one of these twist up ones, and I'd spent so long, this was like in the time when you perfected your brows, I spent so long on this brow, I was like, oh, this is perfect. Went to do this one and there was hardly anything left, so I literally had to just make use of the very small amount of product left, because I didn't know how much was left. Like, you can't tell. So that's the only thing with these, at least with a pencil, you know how much is left. Is this your full-time job or just a sideline? Always so professional. Thank you. This is just a side extra. I have a full-time job basically. Yeah, I work a 9 to 5. I did have quite a few questions about this, like what do I do for a job? Is YouTube your full-time job? As well as YouTube is your day-to-day job, author / illustrator. What do you do besides YouTube? What is your job? What is your full-time? Blogging, is it your only job? So I had quite a lot of those kind of questions. No, I do work full-time. I do blog and Instagram and YouTube and stuff on the side. It is hard because obviously working a full-time job, you come home, you want to have your tea, you want to chill out a bit, but every night for the past, I'd say, I started my Instagram at the end of 2016, start of 2017, and literally most weekends since then and most evenings I'm working on something for this. So I don't just come home from work, have my tea, sit down and watch telly. Like, a regular night for me would be logging off from work and then eating and then doing either Instagram content, editing YouTube videos, planning blog content and all kind of stuff like that. So it is hard work, but I do really enjoy it. It's my hobby, and also now I'm lucky enough to actually be paid for some of it, which is amazing. Like, that's the dream. When I've drawn those on, then I then just go back through with a spoolie just to soften them out a little bit. No, I'm not an author or an illustrator. That's probably because of my book there that I wrote. That was just a little project. I've always wanted to do it, so I did it. And I wrote the story, and then I went on a course to teach me how to create the images. So I was able to then basically do those myself as well. But yeah, that is quite tricky as well, but that was so much fun, and I'm definitely going to be doing more of those, just like as and when, just as a little hobby. But no, I have 2 degrees in accountancy and finance related topics, so my job is that kind of topic. Yeah, that's all I can really tell you about my job, but it is full time and YouTube is just on the side. Some days the brows just aren't browing, you know? But yeah, let's move on. Yeah, pretty good colour match. Okay, so brow gloss. I'm gonna use this BBB London. So this is the box, and this is what it looks like. So it's just a nice gold tube. Very, very small wand. Look how small that is. Hopefully this will have enough product on it. It's quite bendy, it's quite flexible. Feels quite nice to apply. So I'll just see whether this actually dries like hard or sticky, or whether it feels like I haven't got anything in it. There we go, that will do for brows. Okay, next then is eyeshadow. This is the most fun. The eyeshadow palette I'm actually going to use is this Florasis one. This was in the advent calendar. I've recently tried this other florist one. This was when I worked with them on their new collection. And this one is really, really nice, but I've already used this one. I've already tried it out in a video. So, and obviously I want to give you something from the advent calendars. So I thought I would try this one. So this is the, has it got a name? Flowery Gaze eyeshadow palette, number 2. The design is so pretty. And yeah, this was in the calendar, which was amazing. So in here we have 4 different shades. I did swatch these when I unboxed the calendar, but I've not tried them yet. So we're going to try them, see how they work together on my eyes. Those are the shades. It does come with this little brush as well, but I'm not going to be using this. It's way too small. I'd rather use actual eyeshadow brushes. What have we got in here then? So P. Louise eyeshadow brushes. We have these 5 brushes from the P. Louise set. So I'm probably going to use this one as a base, that one as a crease, this one is underneath, that one is any glitter, and that one as a highlight. So there's only 4 shades here, so we're going to work with this, but then I'm also going to pop on something else which I'm so excited to use. So I'm just going to peel off this sticker as well, and I'm going to use this mirror. I'm going to use all 4 colours. I'm going to start with the lightest one as a base, then I'll go in with the second darkest one in the crease, then go over that with a darker one, and use this other kind of shimmery one as like a middle shade, and then use something else, and then we need a highlight as well. Okay, when did you start getting into skincare on a serious note and makeup? I've always loved makeup. I've always been into that ever since I was old enough to wear makeup. This feels a little bit small for a base brush, but it's okay, we'll make it work. Skincare, I've always used like basic skincare. So like I've always had a skincare routine of a cleanser of some sort, then a toner and a moisturiser. And when I've had, so like when I started getting the advent calendars when I was 18, I'd then start trying out these other products. Like I remember trying like the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery oil and stuff like that. And that's when I discovered the Lancome Genifique serums. My mum also has a really nice makeup and skincare setup. That's quite pale, isn't it? That's okay. So I basically learned most from my mum when I was younger. And then when I was 21 or 22, I just turned 22, I decided to go to the School of Makeup in Stockport and complete like a makeup course there. Now I've always been like not bad at makeup, but I really wanted to learn properly any more techniques, any products and stuff, and I just thought it'd be really, really cool to actually learn from actual makeup artists. So I went there and I trained as a makeup artist, like a commercial makeup artist. We did loads of different lessons. We did like bridal, so I can do bridal makeup, all different techniques. We did airbrushing. It was pretty cool. I did enjoy that. That was just in the evenings, 1 night a week. So I did that when I was in my final year at uni. So I was doing uni in the day, and then I went there. It was the worst possible day for it because it was on a Tuesday, and my timetable on a Tuesday was 9 to 5 in uni in Huddersfield. So I was in tutorials from 9 AM till 5, and then I'd get the train from Huddersfield to Manchester Piccadilly, change at Manchester Piccadilly to go to Stockport, then walk through Stockport to makeup school and do makeup school until 9 PM. So that was quite a busy day for me, but I loved it so much. It was great. And then after we did makeup, we then did hair as well. So we learnt like basic hairstyling. So obviously if we did want to be like on a job or anything, we could also style hair. So yeah, that was really, really fun. So that was makeup side of things, and then I've just always loved makeup anyway, so I've always had quite a big makeup collection. Skincare, like I said, I've always had a bit of a skincare routine anyway, but properly, I think it was like, I want to say like early 20s, I started getting into like a proper routine and getting more and more products. And yeah, no, I just wouldn't not use skincare or makeup. So for those, I've just used a base colour, then I've gone with this one for the slightly darker shade here. I'm going to use this Brushworks little brush that we got in the Glossy Box calendar just to blend out the edges. It's actually softer than I remember it being. And then I'm going to go in with the darker colour. Okay, any bad skincare experiences? I don't really think I've had any bad skincare experiences. The only one that pops to mind isn't actually about me. It was an accident. So me and Dan were doing face masks. I try and get him involved and stuff. He's getting better. He will use the odd product. But I'd got 2 sheet masks out. One of them was, I think they were both from like Incredible, you know, like Nails Inc. and one of them was an exfoliating one. So I just said, you know, which one do you want? He said this one, and it just happened to be the exfoliating one. So he had this mask on his face, and then obviously when it came to take it off, he was bright red. So I took it off, I was like, oh my god. But I didn't say anything because I thought he was going to panic. And I knew it was just because it was an exfoliating one and it would have been okay. But yeah, I could tell from my face, and then he realised that he had bright pink skin. It just went down, but yeah, he doesn't really trust those kind of masks anymore. But yeah, that's really the only thing that I can think of. These shades are so nice, like perfect everyday colours. Really, really pretty. Gonna put some of that fourth colour just in the middle. I'm gonna pat it in. Okay, the products I want to use next might not really go with this look, but I want to try it anyway because it just looks so nice. And it's the KVD Dazzle Stick. This was in the BOUX calendar. And this is such a gold colour, just look at that. This looks so nice. It's super creamy. Look at it, it looks amazing. So I'm just going to try a little bit. I might try it in the corner as a highlight and just blend it out. So I'm just going to use this E36 brush, a little bit on the end of the brush. It's quite hard to actually get on the brush. It's probably better to apply it directly from the stick, but we'll give this a go. I'm going to pop it. Oh wow. Wow, 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 wow. Can you see that? Look at it. This looks so nice. Oh wow. Okay, let's try and use this to show you. How stunning is that colour? Oh my goodness. I'm obsessed with that. That is amazing. How glowy is that? That is amazing. I knew I would love that product. And I do. It's stunning. And that actually applied quite well as well with this brush. I just use like, it's like a flat brush. Just a very small flat brush. Yeah, it went on fine. Applied a little bit more than I would have done, but it's cute. So I'm just going to bring the darker shade underneath as well, just to make it all come together. So I'm just going to use this flat brush. This is the E37. I'm just going to go in with the second darkest shade just underneath. They're so nice. I love it. Yep. Gorgeous eyeshadows. I've actually not used highlight in like the longest time, but because we got quite a few in calendars, well, not as many as the previous year, but because we have some, I'm going to try highlight. Well, that was at the back of the drawer. So I'm going to use the Florisys one. Like, look at the packaging. So nice. And then oh, just look at this. How stunning is that? It's beautiful. Okay, for a highlight, I'm going to use this brush from Peaches and Cream. This was in possibly Pretty Little Thing calendar, I think. And I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush. I'm just going to pop it here. It's like we used to do. Wow, that is very, very glowy. Right, eyeliner, I'm going to use the Rare Beauty eyeliner. What's it called? Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner. This was in, I think it was Space NK, and I think I got a second one. This is what it looks like. So I'm just going to try this out. Just like usual, I'll start in the middle, go to the edge and bring it back in. I've definitely gone way too long for that wing, but oops. So yeah, quite precise. Not a lot of liquid comes out, which is quite surprising. Like I would have expected it to be quite liquidy. Maybe if I store it upside down. But because not a lot comes out, like not too much, it's quite easy to control. So you can get a quite precise flick. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, and mascara, I'm going to use this one from Surat. This is the shade Noir. And this is the wand. So it is a brush. Quite a lot of them are like silicone ones now, aren't they, the new ones? This is a brush, but it's a very small brush, so let's see how it works. Okay, it's giving me more of like a natural kind of lash look rather than like voluminous lashes. Quite natural, can you see? It's just very like subtle. Should we try two different mascaras? Maybe this needs to be built up. Don't want it to go too like spidery legs though. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I feel like it looks quite nice and natural, maybe for like an everyday kind of look. Okay, just to compare, I want to show you the Kylash one as well. So I'll do this eye with the Kylash. This was just a sample that I got when I placed an order from Kylie Cosmetics. This is the one, so I'd say medium sized. But this is just so, so good. I love how this makes my lashes look. Like, look, can you see the difference? So obviously this is the Kylash, this is the Surat. So the Kylash I feel like is just very, it's just more like bold, and I feel like it lifts my lashes more and just makes them look thicker and longer, whereas this one's just a little bit more kind of everyday, natural, which is nice. Depends what kind of look you're going for. I'm just going to pop a little bit of this on here as well. Maybe I just need to play with that one a little bit more. Which brand would be your dream collaboration and what item would you create? I feel like I love too many brands to be choosing just one, but what I would probably say is I'd quite like to do like an edit of like my favourite products, like a Look Fantastic box or something like that. I think that would be so cool, where I can pick out all my favourite products and share them. I'm just going to do lips now. I'm going to use this lipstick from the MAC calendar. This is Teddy 2.0. I'm going to use probably Whirl. Yeah. So I think Whirl was also in the calendar, so I'm going to line my lips with Whirl and then go in with this one. I'm a new subscriber, love your videos, want to ask what made you start YouTube and how did you get into YouTube, and was it something you always wanted to do? I've wanted to do it ever since I've been like blogging. Like I said, I started my blog and Instagram at like end of 2016, start of 2017. And yeah, I've always wanted to do YouTube since then really. I think what made me do it, I think Dan's always like very supporting and very encouraging me to do what I want to do. So he kind of like encouraged me to actually take the plunge and start. And I basically just started by creating videos. I think I started with a Glossy Box video, Glossy Box unboxing. And it's because I created that content anyway for Instagram and my blog. So I just made it into a YouTube video. And that's how I started. And then I started unboxing more and more boxes and doing empties reviews, and everybody loved my empties reviews as well. So I just carried on doing those, and it just kind of went from there. There's another question there asking what camera I used. When I started out, I used the Canon it was a Canon Silph one. I'll put the model here. I used that for about 2 years. Oh, I love this. That is really nice. Look at that combo. So nice. And now I'm using the Sony ZV-10, I think it's called. The difference between the two, obviously this one is a lot better, and this one is made for vloggers, but the screen is at the side rather than on the top, so that's why I'm sometimes looking at the side. But yeah, I need to have to train myself to look at the camera. Oh, that looks so nice. Is this my new favourite lipstick? That is really nice. Okay, and then just to set it all, this wasn't in a calendar, but it's brand new in my drawer. I think it was from a box. The Beauty Crop Glow Milk Mini Mist. Seal and Set Mist. It's enriched with rosewater, niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. Cruelty-free and vegan. And I've recently upgraded my microphone, so I don't just use the microphone that's in the camera as well now. I used that when I filmed that Radisson video, and you can really tell the difference. It smells quite rosy. I know some people have like fancy fans to do this, but I just use cards because they do a good job. And that is the finished makeup look with brand new products from Advent Calendars and Boxes. I really like that. So I do think the foundation is like one shade too dark slightly, like if you compare that to my neck. A little bit darker, but when I'm wearing jumpers and stuff it's fine. And obviously I need a bit of a tan, don't I? A bit of fake tan. Or in the summer when I've got a bit of a tan anyway, then it will match. Let's quickly run through the products. This is such a long video, oh my goodness. Okay, so foundation wise, really nice foundation. Slightly too dark, but that's okay. I will definitely be carrying on using that. My concealer was the NARS one. I love that anyway, I'm using that anyway. The cream blush from Charlotte Tilbury was a really nice colour. I do like that. The bronze stick from Rare Beauty, really nice as well. I do like that one. The powder I used was the Lottie London pink one. It's actually not pink. That actually set my makeup really nicely. I do really like that product. And yeah, surprised by it. That's really nice. Powder blush from Hourglass, the stunning marbly kind of one. Beautiful, love that one. The powder bronzer, that was the Ciate one. Not really my colour, a little bit too orangey. Very pigmented, so if that's your shade, then perfect, but just not for me. Brows, that was my brow pencil from Florasis, which is fine, absolutely love that one. Brow gel. See, that doesn't feel like I've got a lot on. Maybe I didn't put enough on. But it's not like rock solid, but I don't feel like it's going to move anyway. I'll see how I got on with that one. Might have to give you another update. It feels okay though. Eyeshadows were the Fluorescence ones. Really, really nice. They blend together so nicely and they just look really, really nice. I like them. And then the Dazzle stick. I knew I was going to love this, and just look at that glow. Stunning. Obsessed. So yeah, that was a creamy one, but it still went really nicely on top of powder product, which was good. Eyeliner was the Rare Beauty one. Not very liquidy, but it means it's really nice to get that precise flick. Very easy to handle, quite flexible as well. I definitely went a little bit too wide, but that's okay. But yeah, I like that one as well. Mascara, so the Surratt one was just very natural looking, whereas I prefer like the Kylie one. But that's okay, I might just play with that and see if I can work with that a little bit better. And then for the lips, MAC lipstick, you can't go wrong with MAC. But I was actually quite surprised by this. So this is the Teddy 2.0, it's a Powder Kiss lipstick. And looking at it, it does look quite matte. But now it's on my lips, it's actually quite creamy. Like, it does look quite matte, but it feels quite creamy, like it doesn't feel drying. But I really like it, that's nice. Oh, the highlight was Fluorescence as well. Setting spray, this was nice. It smells quite rosy, but that's okay. And yeah, it looks like my makeup is now completed. The brushes that I used, the ones from P. Louise, were really, really nice. In terms of like variation of brushes, obviously it was just a small set, but obviously I had to use some of these for multiple products, which was okay, but some of them I didn't use either. The one from Peach and Cream is so soft. Really, really like that one. And the ones from, what was it? Was it Brushworks? Yeah, the Brushworks ones. Like, when I first felt these, they didn't actually feel as soft as Fluorescence, but that was really, really soft to blend. It was really good. And then finally, the Beauty Blender from Beauty Effect. It was okay. I'll have to try that one again though, because I don't know if it was just because it was maybe a bit too damp, but it didn't seem to leave as much product on the skin as when using a brush. But I mean, sometimes does that anyway. But overall, I'm quite happy with the majority of those products, pretty much all those products. And that is the finished makeup look. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want me to do more of these, more Get Ready With Me's with different products or more Q&As and stuff, let me know in the comments down below. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and hit subscribe, and I'll see you soon for another video. Tell me what to do, say anything.